Alright guys, we are back with our second EZA for today. GT Super Saiyan Goku is up next. He is 90% in the dupe system. Funny enough, did actually pull that third dupe today, doing my final summon on the Daima Jeets banner. No Daima Jeets unfortunately, but I'll take the dupe in Goku. He's also level 10 links. We have him on Vegeto's 220 lead. We have our Gogeta support. We have our GT or Giant 8 power category units because of course he does get 77% defense and 20% damage reduction per GT or Giant 8 power category ally attacking in the same turn, which of course only maximum of 2, but it can work out very well considering we do actually have the perfect setup. See, they don't link together, but at least that way we have a slot 1 unit. The only other option would have been the year 7 SSJ 4s, but unfortunately they're on the other rotation. So this is the best we can do. So we're sitting on a 520k attack stat right now, 466 in terms of defense. We're pretty well linked up. I don't mind not having Golden Warrior active. That link is doo-doo. That is a doo-doo link. Now, he is a rainbow orb changer because when he is attacking with 12 or more ki, he does get 30% attack, 20% defense, and a 10% crit chance per ki sphere obtained. So him being his own rainbow orb changer is going to obviously help him do that. We're getting 7 ki spheres, so that is going to be an extra 210% attack, and then also an extra 140% defense. Don't forget, he does have his full damage reduction right now as well, of 40%. And on super attack, he is also going to get himself 50% attack and defense as well. So he's getting a ton of stats, not only from orbs, but also supering, which makes him a very ideal slot 2 unit and another great addition to the 220 Giant 8 power category lead as well. So what are we looking at with 7 orbs? Yeah, it was 7 orbs that we got. Let's get through that. That's fine. What are we looking at? 19.3 million. Good start. Good start. I mean, I'm sure we can get that higher by picking up more orbs. Now, because we got 3 or more, attacks are effective against all types. Big 16 mil crit. There's an additional up to 20 mil already. That's another 50% attack and defense on top. Because we did get 5 or more ki spheres, that is a guaranteed additional. So we still have the potential system, which we've got. 21.9. Again, another 50% attack and defense. Actually, no. That's our other guaranteed additional, because he also gets another guaranteed additional for 1 turn from the character's entry, which that would have been that. So we actually missed out on the potential system additional, so we could have actually super attacked 4 times on turn 1. That's a shame. That's a shame. But going forward, we will have 3 super attacks max. Turn 1, you do have 4 max. And then the active skill we haven't used yet, but we do get 350 and a guaranteed crit for using that. Now, I kind of want to float these off because they are going to link to GT Super Saiyan Goku, which I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to do it because I'd rather have them next to GT Super Saiyan Goku instead, just because they actually link together. They are going to miss out on some stacks, but I mean, you know, this is where RNG comes in. And, you know, to be fair, at least the SSJ 4s, while you do want them to stack up literally from their first appearance all the way until they lose their guard, and then maybe get an extra stack if you can manage it, which more than likely you can, but you mainly want to stack them up for as long as they have guard. So breaking them off rotation like this does slow that down, but they're a unit that, while you can stack all that time, they're still insane regardless. So, I mean, I guess it kind of depends on RNG and depends what units are in what slot on what rotations and if you want to do that. I want to do that just because GT Super Saiyan Goku doesn't link with Great Ape Vegeta, unfortunately. Like, they just don't. They just don't. If this man had Saiyan Raw based on his active skill alone, then yeah, good stuff. But unfortunately, they don't. So while that's not the end of the world, they don't actually link together because Jeets, again, is just there. Just like the Super Saiyan 3 Super EZA, he's just there to be a slot 1 tank, which he can still do. We're getting 8 orbs, so we're getting 1 more than last turn. So that is 240 attack, 160% defense. And then again, we've got 3 or more keys fizz obtained, so that means attacks are effective against all types. We have a guaranteed additional because we got 5. And now, if we want to get 3 super attacks, we are relying on the hidden potential system as well. So we're going to be doing a little bit more damage. Don't forget as well, GT Super Saiyan Goku is down to only 20% damage reduction. 19.9 is a good start, but he's down to 20% damage reduction because we don't have another GT Heroes or Giant 8 power category ally in the same turn, which means we're also missing another 77% defense. So defensively, a little bit weaker this turn. Offensively, definitely stronger. We did actually get the triple, 22.5 mil. 22.5 mil. More than likely gonna crit. Actually, I say more than likely gonna crit. Don't forget, that's 10% crit chance per orb. Per orb. So we have an 80% chance to crit that turn. Or we did have an 80% chance to crit that turn, including the potential system. I'm definitely going to need to change my potential system build, even though he's not rainbowed, but I definitely need to change it. I need to give him more additional and I need to give him some dodge. So some dodge would actually serve him quite well in the potential system. It won't be a lot, but it will definitely help him a lot more. It's just so easy to get him a lot of crit chance because he's a rainbow orb changer. And now the funny thing is, right, the rotation we want to set up is, of course, actually it's better if we do this one first and then rotate Carnival LSJ4 Goku off. The rotation, of course, we want that we try and show off with everyone as much as possible is the Gogeta and Carnival LSJ4 Goku rotation. That's what we want to do. That is what we want to do. The funny thing is, when it comes to GT Super Saiyan Goku, because at that point we would only have one GT hero or one Giant 8 power category ally attacking in the same turn, we'd be missing 77% defense and we'd be missing 20% damage reduction. So all the support, don't get me wrong, would be great, and I don't think it's too bad. But you are missing a good chunk of defense and you are missing 20% damage reduction. Which is a shame, but then also it's kind of like, he's packed out with a ton of support. It's a shame, but packed out with a ton of support. So he's obviously going to be doing a ton of damage. I'm hoping we can get a very lucky turn where we can get just a ton of orbs. Like, don't get me wrong, an 8 is a good amount. 7 and 8, very good average right now. But I'm hoping we can just go crazy with like 12, 13 orbs and just let loose. But we'll see if Dokkan feels like blessing us. We'll see if Dokkan feels like blessing us. So we now have him with the GT Super Saiyans, which I'd much rather prefer. We do have his active. I really wanted to save his active skill for when we have the support. But we haven't got it lined up. So I think I might just do it now. Because once we start transforming everyone, I'm not going to lie, second form Cell's just going to die. He's going to get absolutely obliterated. So I'm just going to pop it now. We are going to get a massively raised attack temporarily. I would have loved to have seen this again with the Gogeta and Carnival LSJ4 Goku rotation. I mean, still, a 19.9 mil crit is pretty solid. But again, could you imagine that active skill with all of the support, all of the trimmings, the Gogeta active, the Carnival LSJ4 Goku? It would have been pretty sick. Now, there is a super attack in slot 3, but hopefully after Jeet supers, he should be fine to firm that. That active skill is going to go nuts. That active skill is going to go crazy with that rotation, and I can't wait to set it up. To be fair, it's going to be even sweeter when I do that against like a difficult enemy, like an actual challenge. I think we only got 7 orbs this turn, so we're doing a little bit less than last turn. 18.7. I mean, don't forget, that's still 70% chance to crit. With just shy of a 19 million attack stat, that is still a 70% chance to crit. Good additional, up to 20 mil. Can we get the potential system additional to go with it? Maybe. Please? No crit. 21.2. I mean, with the amount of times he can super attack, is he doing like one fat 30 mil attack stat? No. But doing anywhere from like 18, 19, 20 mil with almost guaranteed crit and then doing 2-3 of those in one turn, it's still a lot of damage to do. Because don't forget, that's 2 to 3 super attacks, all between 18 and over 20 mil. with almost guaranteed crit on each of them, while he's giving himself 50% attack and defense on each of those super attacks. So while it's not one massive or two massive 25-30 mil attack stats, he's still doing in total a lot of good damage, especially with, as I said, almost having guaranteed crit on every single super attack he does. So damage wise, I'm actually very impressed. And as I said, I would love to get a rotation where we could just kind of go crazy and get ourselves a like 13 14 key spheres. But considering he's only a rainbow orb changer, like he doesn't double orb change like fizz key spheres and rainbow orbs, that's something we're probably gonna have to get quite lucky with. Like, I know the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta did rainbow orb change once he comes out, but because they're both rainbow orb changing, it kind of stops you getting as many orbs as possible because you can only get 5 of them at once. Now, we've got double Vegito right now, which, don't get me wrong, is good. We've got double Vegito. That's good. Although, even though we have double Vegito, I'm still yet to set up the Carnival SSJ 4 Goku Gogeta rotation. So we might actually miss out on it in this video, which isn't too bad, because to be fair, I'm actually very impressed of how good GT Super Saiyan Goku is, and that is without the support. So obviously, simple and quick maths, with all of that support, even just one of their supports, he's going to pop off even more. Now, I'm not going to use their active skills, nor am I going to get Gogeta out, because I actually kind of want to slow down the damage, I'll be real. I want to kind of slow down the damage. I don't want Cell to die just yet. So, for the first time ever, like, because this rotation goes nuts. We have both Vegetos, both of their active skills, and we have Gogeta ready to go. Any other time, any other event, any other run I'm doing, bang, they're all getting popped. I mean, only one active skill for Vegito can be popped, but they're all getting popped, and I'm going crazy this rotation. I'm going crazy. Think about the amount of damage we would have done in this rotation if this was like a proper run. But I actually want the damage to slow down, but I also didn't want to die. So, hopefully, not using the active skills or getting Gogeta out is enough. It's looking to be enough. It's looking to be enough, but those crit counters, they're gonna add up. They're already adding up on the friend Vegito as it is. They're adding up. Mine's only 55%, so that should help. That should help do a lot less damage, but I don't think we're gonna get the Gogeta rotation as well, which is a shame. I would have liked to have done it in this one video, but it doesn't look like we're gonna get it. Now again, GT Super Saiyan Goku is going to work really well on Giant 8 Power. Of course, there is a GT Heroes and a Giant 8 Power category mission about in both red zones right now. And both GT Super Saiyan EZAs are going to be massive helps in terms of doing those, especially GT Heroes. Giant 8 Power, obviously they can easily slide onto. That is a bit better of a category before these EZAs dropped, but you're not going to complain about having the extra help making it easier. But these two EZAs are going to go crazy for both those missions. So if you've been waiting to do those, now is the time to do them. Yeah, we've still done too much damage. Even without the active skills, we've still done too much damage. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. As I said, from what I've seen from GT Super Saiyan Goku, he still looks very good. The damage reduction, the amount of times he can super attack, the almost guaranteed crit on 2-3 super attacks a turn, it all adds up. It all adds up. And then having a guaranteed crit when you use the active skill as well. As I said, that active skill turn, that Carnival SSJ 4 Goku and Gogeta support rotation on his active skill, and then him supering with guaranteed crit, it's going to go crazy. We're just going to have to wait a little bit longer for it. But there we go. We are 2 EZAs down. And so far, I would say we're 2 out of the 3. And I don't think my boy Jeets is going to disappoint me. Us Vegeta fans, we've been winning. We have been winning the last few months. But GT Super Saiyan Goku, very, very good. As I said, that full support rotation with Gogeta and Super Saiyan 4 Goku is pending. It's going to happen. And I'll upload some form of short or content for you guys to see it. But let me know your thoughts of him down in the comments. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care, have a great day. And peace.